of vodka to calm his nerves. It was only after he threw his head back and took a big gulp that his racing heart finally slowed down a bit. To kill time while waiting for the rescue, everyone started making small talk. Then Henry took the floor and announced he was retiring at the end of the month. He even bragged about how he was going to get a massive $750,000 pension, plus a hefty monthly allowance. Hearing this, everyone was instantly green with envy. But out of nowhere, Jane, who was standing behind them, got super agitated and spilled the tea, exposing Henry for who he really was. Turns out her late husband used to be an investor in the company. Even though the company was raking in billions in profit every year, Henry purposely pushed a bunch of junk stocks onto him, which bankrupted her husband and drove him to jump off a building. Meanwhile, the boss lined his pockets using these dirty tactics and was now about to enjoy the good life, retired and rich. Jane was foaming at the mouth with rage. But even seeing her pain, Henry didn't feel an ounce of guilt. Instead, he started making excuses, saying that every investment carries risk. The woman got so worked up that she had a sudden attack and collapsed hard on the floor. Right then, the group rushed over to try and help her. That's when they realized she was having a massive heart attack. Martin, the heavyset guy, frantically dialed 911, but it was already too late. Still, Jane's final words sent shivers down everyone's spine. "Jane, I have a bomb." It turned out that to avenge her husband, she had strapped a time bomb to her own body. The plan was to storm into Henry's office, but fate had it that she got on the exact same elevator as him, trapping them both inside. Seeing her revenge about to pay off, Jane took her last breath, feeling completely satisfied. Then, all hell broke loose. Everyone started frantically brainstorming escape plans. Martin called 911 again, praying the cops would get there in time. Meanwhile, Maureen, who was standing next to him, pulled out her phone and immediately started a live stream, thinking she was going to go viral with this breaking news. But Henry couldn't care less, thinking it was a total bluff and that the old lady would never have a real bomb. Even though they were skeptical, no one had the guts to check. Right as they were arguing fiercely about it, Celine, who was pregnant, stepped up. She swallowed her fear, crouched down, and carefully approached Jane's body to take a look. As she slowly lifted the woman's shirt, she came face to face with the time bomb. Seeing the real danger, no one could just stand there doing nothing anymore. To save their own skin, the group started trying to figure a way out. Some tried to bust through the ceiling of the elevator, but it was locked tight from the outside. They tried forcing the doors open to escape, but just ran into a pitch black concrete wall. Luckily, there was a hole right at the top of that wall. Don quickly got an idea. He climbed onto his co-worker Mohammed's back to get closer to the hole, trying to reach his hand out and press the floor button. But no matter how hard he tried, he just couldn't reach it. When everyone was pretty much at a loss, one of the women spotted Jane's cane. Thinking the cane was going to save the day, the group forced the doors open again, putting all their hopes on Don. Except right as the tip of the cane was about to touch the button, Madeline started acting up again, frantically mashing the closed door button from inside the elevator like crazy.